He's my dad, and he gives good advice, and that's why this episode of the Matthew S. podcast is called Dadvice.
He is my dad, and he gives good advice, and that's why this segment is called Dadvice.
Dad, thanks for joining me today. What are we going to chat about?
Hey, we're going to talk about this time of the year because it's an awesome time of the year. Spring is coming, the weather is getting better, and we've had some cold weather, but it's also the Easter season,
Yeah.
and I love the Easter season. It was one of my favorite seasons as a pastor to give the greatest message in all the world. So we're going to zero in on that, and if I put a title to this, I put "The Spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." And we're going to look at how Jesus prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane. Our key verse is Matthew 26:41. Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. "Couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour?" he asked Peter. "Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." Now, just before the crucifixion, Jesus was in the garden with his disciples. He told them to stay in one place and pray. Then he went ahead to intercede with his Father. When he returned, he found them sound asleep. In research of the Garden of Gethsemane, here were some interesting points. The garden teaches us about Jesus' humanity, his close relationship with God, and the importance of prayer, especially in times of great distress, while also highlighting the need for obedience to God's will, even when it is difficult. Every time we come to the Easter season, as well as the Christmas season, I always read the chapters that are all involved in the story itself, and it's a great devotion for every person to just reread those chapters about things leading up to the crucifixion, and the resurrection. Three things we can learn from the Garden of Gethsemane in the area of prayer. We are called to pray always, or we need to pray always, or Jesus prayed. When Jesus was faced with his final hour, he prayed for strength. We need to follow his example and pray when we are faced with great trials. Matthew 26:38, then he said to them, "My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch, pray with me." Secondly, first, we are called to pray always. Secondly, we are not perfect. Jesus went on ahead to pray and left the disciples in a challenge. "Wait here for me and pray." Well, they did wait, but they were sound asleep. And I don't know about you, sometimes when I can't sleep, if I start to pray and read the word, I sleep right away. Hey, I don't know what it is. The devil doesn't want us to pray. Yeah. Matthew 26:41, our text again. He returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. "Could you men keep watch with me for 1 hour? Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak." And lastly, prayer changes things. Yeah. Prayer changes me. James 5:16, the prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Here's a great quote by C.S. Lewis. "Pray always. I pray because I can't help myself. I pray because I'm helpless. I pray because the need flows out of me at all time, waking and asleep. It doesn't change me. It doesn't change God, it changes me." And then again, a reminder of your lyrics of "Don't stop praying." And don't stop praying, don't stop calling on Jesus' name. Keep on pounding on heaven's door and let your knees wear out the floor. Don't stop believing, because mountains move with just a little faith, and your Father's heard every single word you're saying, so don't stop praying. My advice for today is to take time this Easter season to read the story of Jesus praying in the garden. Ask God to strengthen your resolve to pray at all times, even when you are at the weakest.
It's good. Prayers from the garden. I can't tell you how many times I feel like I can relate to those disciples who Jesus called them to watch and pray, and they fell asleep. You know, it's so just be encouraged. You know, even those who were closest to Jesus in those moments when he needed them the most, they were sleeping on the job. You know, it's a great reminder that we cannot afford to sleep on the job when the job is prayer. And what a gift it is to know that, like, is there anything more important today? Is there any more important job that you or I have today than to spend time at the feet of Jesus? Like, of all the other jobs that we have, that is no job at all. But it is mission critical, and it's top priority to spend time with Jesus today. And if you fall asleep, talking to the one who loves you, and know that he's watching over you. Thanks, Dad.
All right.